I don't want to see Rajasthan Royals again. I don't want to play them again. 7 times out of the last 8 fixtures, we have lost against them. And you see me, I'm not wearing a CSK shirt because life comes at real fast and asks you to get real and get fucking rational. And that's what I had. Got a bit gassed up. Thought I could have maybe gone a bit more. 3 wins on the spin. We were top of the table. And like in that Suri Vamsam Sarath Kumar, he has that little kid who goes on the top of the elephant. It was nice, right? Get down. And not only did we get out of first, we dropped from first to second to third real quick by the end of this game. And it's against Rajasthan Royals, who have beaten us for the second time this season and have beaten us for the 7th time in the last 8 games. And I mean, they are turning into a new bogey team, let's be honest. I mean, and there was a point where we were actually dominating them head to head, but recently, at least since 2020, the tables have turned. Sanju Samson has been made captain and has since learned to cope up with this team. He's molded his team, and the auction team have done very well. And now Rajasthan Royals are there at the top for a reason, because overall their team is just pretty good, and we couldn't deal with it for the second time this season. And going to the review in a few, but make sure you're smashing a like on this video. Every like does help the algorithm. Make sure to subscribe to VP Talks for all things Chennai Super Kings. I'll be doing a match review for every single CSK game, win, lose, or draw. And here's what it is: 3 wins on the spin, and we were top. And actually, I wasn't really gassed up that much, but if you saw my latest video, like when I was doing the mid-season with Sitanshu, we both were kind of in agreement that Rajasthan, we could lose the Rajasthan game, and we could win the next game against Punjab. So hoping that happens, fingers crossed. But from first to last, we got touched like an iPad. We got absolutely fist up. We got absolutely dominated. I mean, you would, a lot of old school fans would remember the Ashes, very old Ashes. I'm not talking very old. I'm talking about the late 90s, early 2000s, where I think it was Mark Qua that said the first ball 4 that won the Ashes. And here it is the first ball 4 that won them the game. Yashasvi Jaiswal just absolutely tore into anyone who came. We're not bowling. Akash Singh came in, went out. Tushar Deshpande, Mahesh Deekshana, everyone who came in faced the punishment. And it was literally taking back to 2021, the chase where we scored 189 and they scored 119, about 17 overs, where Jaiswal was the star of the show, literally taking everyone to task. And that is what he did today as well. He took every CSK bowler to task, and they were literally high flying. And the only bowler who did some control was Ravi Jadeja. He was the only one who brought the innings to some control. Josh Buttler was kind of playing second fiddle. Other players really did not get going apart from at the end. And you see that in the middle, we kind of got them in a decent, control. You see that 86, they lost their first wicket. Samson 125, and then Jaiswal 132, and 132 of 13.5 overs. And we were kind of keeping them in a bit of control. And I think at about the 18th over mark, they were about 160, 170. So we kept them under wraps for a little while before they suddenly they teed off at the end. Dhruv Jurel was absolutely superb. Devdutt Padikkal came in with a crucial knock, 27 of 13, and you look at that, they finished at 202 for 5. Our highest chase was 200 plus twice or thrice, not against Rajasthan, no, it was against RCB. But we needed a strong batting performance, and the worst power play bowling team, as I alluded to earlier in my previous 2 videos, came back to haunt us again. We gave them 64 in the power play, and even in the death overs, I mean, we were absolutely taken to shreds. I think we conceded about 30 something in the last 2 overs. If I'm not mistaken, someone can correct me in the chat while I check up on this. The CSK innings going to be hard going back all. But You look at some of the bowling today. I mean, you look at the scorecard. Jadeja was the only one who had some control, and probably Mahesh Tikshana. Both Jadeja and Tikshana got into some form of control. Otherwise, we weren't great. Deshpande again. Deshpande that always goes for runs, but he did pick up 2 wickets, so fair play to him. Matisha Pratirana, don't look at that score. Don't look at that 0 for 48 and think that he had a very bad game. He was very, very unlucky in certain parts. I can only remember like a couple of balls. Beautiful Yorkers to Devdutt, Padikkal. One outside edge and one inside edge for 4. And last over, fair enough, he didn't bowl his best. He couldn't get some of his Yorkers. But at the start, he bowled well. But at the end, he kind of lost his way. There was one full toss on leg side to Dhruv Jurel, which told me that this is not going to be his day. 3 good performances from this 20-year-old. And I think we can definitely let go of this one performance because bad performances happen, but the only thing is he should come back from this and he should not let his head drop and then go on a bad run from here. But 200, it was always going to be a tall order and we needed to start strong, and that is what we did not get. You look at someone like Devon Conway who absolutely couldn't strike a barn door. 450s in a row. He has been a best batter this tournament, but today he struggled big time. And he couldn't really, he couldn't do anything to be fair. He struggled all over the place. He couldn't connect the ball properly. And at the end, he was like, screw this, I'll just go for it. And he was out. Gaikwad tried a bit. Rahane was poor today. I mean, again, he has been doing well. So again, this one poor performance. But I have to talk about this guy. I have to talk about a certain Ambati Raidu who came in as an impact player and he has hardly done anything this season. I'm not sure what the purpose of Ambati Raidu is, to be fair. I mean, can someone that's had explain what Ambati Raidu brings to this team that someone like one of our youngsters like Subharancha Senapati or Sheikh Rashid or Nissan Sidhu cannot bring? Because I'm sure they can definitely bring in more than what Ambati Raidu brings, at least when you see it from the top level. I know Ambati Raidu, and he's only batting. He's not even fielding because he's the impact player. I mean, it's vice versa. When you are batting first and we are bowling second, Amaka Singh comes on as an impact for Raidu, and we are chasing. Ambati Raidu comes on as an impact for Akash Singh. But that's 2 chases now against Rajasthan when he has done absolutely nothing. And even in this IPL, I mean, you can literally name like 2 or 3 innings where he has done well. Lucknow game, he did fairly well coming into the back end. The RCB game, I thought he did very well coming into the back end. But apart from that, he has not really lived up to his name this season. He has been very, very poor. And I don't want to see him next game at least because I'm not sure what he actually brings to this team. I'm not being negative. I'm not being harsh. But you can say I'm being a bit harsh, but that is the truth. I mean, truth is Ambati Raidu should not be playing. He has not been good in these few games. And I could really have him at least having a bench for one game and not being picked for the next one. You look at the others. Rahane tried against Shimron with yet again another good performance, but Moeen Ali as well tried. He couldn't just carry on. There was just too much to be done. Jadeja again coming in front of Dhoni. Jadeja has been very poor with the bat this season. I don't know why MS Dhoni is holding himself so back that he wants to give Jadeja a run. I mean, I know Jadeja has been good with the ball, he has been good with the field, but with the bat, he has been very, very poor. Apart from the last game against KKR, he has not really lived up to his expectations with the bat. And that is somewhat we know Jadeja of. Coming in, finishing things off, and he couldn't hardly put bat to ball. But let me say this. You can look and say that we did come up short with the ball. We came short with the bat as well. But Rajasthan Royals today, when you have bowlers that are competent as they have, you have the spin trio of Ravichandran, Ashwin, Yuzvendra, Chahal and Adam Zampa who can take the game away from you. And then you have Jason Holden and Sandeep Sharma who, if you ask me at the start of the tournament, I would say they were definitely not the best of the dead bowlers because they don't have pace on them and they have the tendency of bowling onto the bat and they can be taken to the cleaners. But this season, especially the last 2 games we have saw, at least CSK games, Sandeep Sharma, He has bowled superbly, and Jason Holder, both of them. That is what you call bowling to your field. You set a field and you bowl to it. So even if it goes, and they are very clear, you take the single, you take doubles. If you want to hit, you want to win, you got to hit past us. Hit fours and sixes past us. And we didn't do that. We didn't touch Rajasthan enough. But seriously, bigger Rajasthan Royals, they've absolutely deserved this. And they go top of the table. Rightly so. They've completely deserved this. And now the table does make an interesting read. And let me see if I'll pull up the points table real quick. I know we are third, but we have to see where things have gone wrong. And of course, today I don't want to, as much as I wanted to kind of brush aside, I don't want to like kind of really throw this game as if nothing ever happened. I want us to learn from our mistakes, because we are the best. Before this game, we were the best at bowling economy. We best batting and best batting at the start and batting at the death. We were the best. And today, none of the three actually turned out to be fair. Bowling, we were very poor. I mean, you look at the score comparisons at the end of 18 overs for both sides. CSK were only 8 runs short of RR when there were 2 overs left. And the last 2 overs, they completely took it away. And they were absolutely superb. And that was the difference. We were poor at the death. They were excellent at the death. And I think we can finish it on that. I'll quickly kind of put on the points table before we wrap this up. Not really this one, but saying what it is. And because I am pulling up the table right now, you will be able to see this. Man, it's taking so long to load. Yes, you see there, Rajasthan at first, Gujarat at second, CSK at third. Of course, Gujarat do have a game in hand. If they win their game in hand, they will go top. Of course, Lucknow. Jesus Christ, if Lucknow win their game, we can drop down to fourth. And it's all nice now on the Punjab game. Of course, Punjab plays Lucknow tomorrow. So if Punjab win, Lucknow will be, I think Punjab will still be below us, and Lucknow as well, because of Punjab don't have a great run rate. As you can see there, they have minus 0.162. So unless they hammered Lucknow, their run rate is not going to go past us. And after this, we play Punjab on Sunday. So heads up, it's 1 loss. We lost against Rajasthan last time, and we won 3 games in a row. I hope our loss against Rajasthan this time helps us to get at least in a 3-match winning streak, if not more. We lost our first game. We won our 2 games. We lost our 4th game. Then we won 3 games on a row. Maybe if this loss means we'll win 4 games in a row, I'll happily take that with both hands. But until then, we wait for Sunday. It's an early game. Got to wake up at 5 o'clock to see that. Hopefully they don't disappoint me and they don't let me down. I'm very happy. PB Talks fan cam after CSK have beaten Punjab on Sunday. So, bigger to anyone who's watched this, as I keep saying, every like helps the algorithm. Make sure to subscribe to PB Talks for more things CSK, and we'll be doing more streams as every weekend goes by. But as I keep saying at the end of every single video, make sure to stay safe and wash their hands, and I'll see you all in yet another video. Until then, this is me, PB Talks, signing off. Nandri, vanakkam.